Todd Chrisley makes shocking allegations against prison. Todd Chrisley is still early on in serving his sentence in a minimum security prison in Florida. However, Todd is making some noise through his attorney and has some allegations he is leveling against the prison. These include religious discrimination and acts of endangerment. Here is what Todd says the prison is doing and what it all means. Todd Chrisley accuses prison of religious discrimination. Todd Chrisley's accusations are that the prison he is incarcerated in is discriminating against Muslim inmates. According to Jay Sargent, Todd's attorney, FPC Pensacola is denying all Muslim inmates the access and opportunity to practice their religion. Furthermore, he said the prison forces them to work at the exact times they are supposed to be worshiping. The inmates are not allowed to worship during scheduled worship times. Sargent said that Chrisley wants to help bring about long-term change. Their right to practice their freedom of expression and religion is being denied so that they can provide free labor to the camp and the BOP, Sargent said via Radar Online. This is also concerning since the Israel-Hamas war has many people discriminating against both Muslims and Jewish people. According to the Wall Street Journal, the Council on American Islamic Relations, a Muslim advocacy group, received 774 complaints of harassment in the United States since the war started. This is also just part of the claims made by Todd Chrisley through his attorney. Sargent also said that inmates are forced to work in dangerous temperatures without proper precautions. Sargent also said that the medical department is mixing up inmate medications. They even allegedly gave Todd Chrisley another inmate's medication by accident. This is not only dangerous but also highly illegal. FPC Pensacola reportedly retaliating against Todd Chrisley. An alleged inmate sent Savannah Chrisley a letter. This inmate claimed that Todd was given an unscheduled urine test in the middle of the night. Sargent said he wasn't aware of the urine test, but said it would be a form of harassment and mysterious conduct from the BOP. While Todd Chrisley wants to shine a light on perceived wrongdoings by FPC Pensacola, Sargent said the Chrisley Knows Best star is doing well. He said Todd's spirits remain up as he serves his sentence, which the courts knocked down from 12 years to 10. This is despite Sargent saying that Todd was both witness to and been a victim of a cruel, broken, and inhumane system. Sargent said that Todd has two goals right now. One is to reunite with his wife Julie and his kids. The second is to create real, lasting systemic change in the American prison system. Todd Chrisley, once the charismatic patriarch of Chrisley Knows Best, is no stranger to headlines. The reality TV star and his wife, Julie Chrisley, rose to fame showcasing their affluent lifestyle and quirky family dynamics, but after their high-profile convictions for tax evasion and fraud, their luxurious lives took a dramatic turn. While Julie reportedly keeps a low profile in her separate facility, Todd's latest bombshell has the world buzzing again this time, with allegations about the conditions and practices inside the prison walls where he resides. From his prison cell, Todd has painted a picture that's less about justice being served and more about a system riddled with flaws. Behind bars, the Chrisley experience. Prison is not what you think it is from the outside, Todd began in a handwritten letter shared with his legal team and later leaked to a news outlet. It's not just about doing your time, it's about surviving an environment that strips you of your dignity at every turn. Todd's revelations weren't the usual complaints about bland food or strict routines. Instead, he detailed a harrowing narrative that called into question the very foundation of prison reform. According to Todd, the facility he is housed in operates under conditions that verge on the inhumane. They sell the illusion of rehabilitation, but what they're really running is a machine to break you mentally, physically, and emotionally, Todd wrote. Unfit living conditions. Todd's first shocking allegation centered on the living conditions. Inmates, he claimed, are packed into overcrowded cells, with some sleeping on floors due to a lack of beds. The plumbing, he wrote, is often malfunctioning, leading to a stench that lingers for days. Imagine trying to maintain a shred of human dignity when the toilet overflows, and you're left with nothing but a mop and no gloves, Todd explained. It's a daily reminder that you are less than human in their eyes. The former reality star described the lack of proper ventilation as another major issue, saying the summers were unbearable with the oppressive heat and no air conditioning. It's like living in an oven, he lamented, and they call this punishment, but it borders on torture. Safety concerns and alleged negligence. Beyond the physical discomfort, Todd made serious accusations about the safety of inmates. He claimed that violent altercations were frequent and often ignored by staff. Fights break out daily, and the guards just stand by, watching like it's some sort of gladiator match, Todd alleged. They don't intervene until someone is seriously hurt. Todd also accused the facility of failing to address medical needs adequately. He cited examples of inmates with severe illnesses being denied proper treatment. In one particularly disturbing anecdote, Todd described an older inmate who suffered from diabetes and was allegedly refused insulin for 2 days. "If you're sick, you're on your own," Todd wrote. "It's terrifying to think that something as small as a cold could turn deadly in here because no one cares enough to help." Corruption allegations. Perhaps the most explosive claims in Todd's letter were his allegations of corruption within the prison system. He accused certain staff members of extorting inmates, demanding bribes in exchange for basic privileges like extra phone calls or access to the commissary. "There's a black market here," Todd revealed. "And it's not run by the inmates, it's run by the people in uniform. They have all the power, and they use it to their advantage." Todd also hinted at systemic issues, suggesting that the prison's management was involved in falsifying reports to make the facility appear more compliant with federal standards than it actually was. "They have inspections, but it's all a show," Todd claimed. "They clean up just enough to pass, and once the inspectors leave, it's back to business as usual." The emotional toll. While Todd's allegations focused largely on the tangible aspects of prison life, he didn't shy away from discussing the emotional toll it has taken on him. "I've gone from being a father, a husband, a provider, to being reduced to a number," he wrote. "Every day is a battle to hold on to who I am. They want you to forget yourself, to become nothing more than an inmate, but I refuse to let them take that from me." Todd expressed deep concern for his family, particularly his youngest son, Grayson, and his granddaughter, Chloe, who he and Julie had been raising before their imprisonment. "I think about them every second of every day," Todd confessed. "And that's what keeps me going, the hope that one day I'll be able to hold them again." A call for reform. Toward the end of his letter, Todd shifted his focus to a broader critique of the justice system. He argued that prisons should be about rehabilitation, not degradation, and called for sweeping reforms to address the issues he has witnessed firsthand. "This isn't just about me or my experience," Todd wrote. "It's about the countless men and women who are trapped in a broken system that's designed to keep them down. If we truly believe in second chances, then we need to start by treating people like human beings." Todd urged lawmakers to take a closer look at the conditions inside prisons and to listen to the voices of those who have lived through it. "Change won't come from the top," he said. "It has to come from the ground up, from people like me speaking out, even when it's risky." Public reaction. Unsurprisingly, Todd's allegations have sparked a firestorm of reactions. Supporters argue that his claims highlight critical issues within the prison system that need urgent attention. Critics, however, accuse Todd of exaggerating his experience to garner sympathy and deflect from his crimes. Legal experts have weighed in, with some suggesting that Todd's letter could prompt an investigation into the facility, while others remain skeptical about the impact of his claims. Todd Chrisley may not be the ideal poster child for prison reform, one analyst noted, but his allegations, if proven true, could shine a light on problems that have long been ignored. What's next for Todd Chrisley? As Todd's allegations continue to make headlines, questions remain about what this means for his future. Will his claims lead to meaningful change, or will they be dismissed as the grumblings of a disgraced reality star? For now, Todd remains resolute in his decision to speak out. "If my voice can make a difference, even in the smallest way, then it's worth it," he wrote. "Because no one deserves to be treated like this, not even those of us who have made mistakes." Whether you see Todd Chrisley as a victim, a reform advocate, or simply someone trying to reclaim a shred of his former fame, one thing is certain: his allegations have reignited an important conversation about the state of America's prison system. And for Todd, that may be the first step toward redemption.